everyone, so today we are back with another video and today we are making Baingan Bharta, or in Bengali we call it Baingan Bharta. So let's see what ingredients we're gonna need in this. So we have taken a normal eggplant, one onion, tomato, some green chilies and of course a garlic, a few bay leaves and dried chilies for the spices. So here let us first chop the onions into small pieces. Now don't stress too much about it. The only reason I'm saying small pieces is the more fine it is, the better it's going to be for the flavor of the food. And not only onions, if you see in case of the tomato also, I've tried to finely chop it as much as possible. But again, like I said, don't stress too much about it. If it's too much stressful, then you can always use the canned tomatoes that is available in your nearby stores. Now the next is the chilies. So here I have tried to slit it through the center, but you can use as much as possible depending how much spice you prefer. And of course in terms of garlic also, there's no specific amount. You can use as much garlic as you like in terms of the flavor. And obviously try to chop it as finely as possible to add as much flavor as possible to the dish. Now moving on, let us see how are we going to make the bharta. So first let us brush some oil on top of the eggplant. Make sure that we do it properly so that it makes it easier when we are trying to roast it on the oven. So in my case, as you can see, I don't have a stove. I'm using it on the coil. So try to flip it as much as possible. And here our main motive is to make sure that we can roast it from all the sides. And as it starts getting roasted, you will see that the eggplant will be way more softer than the initial time. And again, most importantly, don't forget to burn the bottom of the eggplant, which is very important. So the side of the eggplant will also start getting roasted. Give it a few toss here and there and wait for a few minutes. And as you see that the skin is becoming flaky and it's coming off, it's a good sign. And now it is time for us to actually turn off the gas and put it on a plate and let it cool down for a while, so that once it's cooled down, we can take the front and the back of the eggplant away and start taking the skin out. Since it's hot, use something sharp to remove the skin. And once it's a bit cooled down, you can actually use your hand to take the remaining of the skin and make sure that none of it is left. I know it gets a bit difficult, and try to not waste a lot of the eggplant. And here I think we're good. And now it's time for us to just chop it as much as possible and make smaller pieces, like finely, so that when we add it to the dish, the flavor again is going to come. So here I've taken mustard oil because that's really important for this dish. And here I have added the chopped onions and I've tried to fry it for some time. And once it's a bit done, say after 2 minutes, add the tomatoes and mix the two vegetables together and stir it and mix them nicely until the color is a bit brown. And once you can see that this color is coming, it is time for us to add the eggplant. And now mix the eggplant and the vegetables nicely and add 1 tablespoon of salt according to your taste and cumin powder, and then mix the spices and the vegetables properly. Medium heat, and at last add the green chillies, again based on how spicy you want. And now, as you can see, we're good to go. Serve it with roti or hot rice, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.